Hey, it's Brent with another question from a reader. It says, hey Brent, a girl and I have been talking on and off for a while. She's really an awesome girl. Now, talking on and off for a while is your first mistake. Okay? I can just tell right now that you're over communicating, and that's what's causing whatever it is that you're going to tell me here. Okay? So you want to be careful of over communication. Okay? You should only be having chats in person, not on the phone, not over text, not via instant message or email. Believe it. Okay? So, she is a virgin from my understanding, and I don't think she has had a boyfriend before. She's super nice, and at times I can't really tell if she's being nice or if she actually is into me. We used to text a lot in the beginning, and we would talk a ton. Okay? So this is where a lot of this stems from. When you talk a ton and text a lot and just basically over-communicate, there's really nothing left for her to know about you. So there's no sense of urgency, no sense of mystery. She's not excited to see you. Okay? I know that you've been taught the opposite, right? But remember, when you're being the right guy, and if you're an attractive guy and believe that you are, you can communicate very little and get together with women, okay? So you have to stop this over communication. You really have to stop, okay? I know that you think that you need to talk her into liking you or get her more excited about you, but that's not true. That's all in your head. Only the wrong guy needs to do that, and if you'll just listen to what I'm telling you and do the inner work and so on, you won't have to communicate hardly at all. Okay, so I'll go on. Okay, so we used to text a lot in the beginning and we would talk a ton, but now we don't really text. She is super excited seeing me on campus though, which could mean just that you're a cool friend and you're the friend, right? Okay. So she makes that pretty evident. Basically, I'm in a rut. I don't really know what to do in this situation. She's awesome and I would totally have her as my girlfriend. Okay? Now, this is another thing that you'll need to avoid. She's awesome and I'd totally have her as my girlfriend. You're jumping way ahead. Okay? If you're just being this guy, women will ask you if you want to be their boyfriend. Okay? You won't have to want this anymore. Okay? So I guarantee that every time you see this girl, that's what she feels. Okay? She feels, I'm awesome and he really wants me as a girlfriend. And to her, that is not exciting. You see, if it's you being that, okay, and there's another guy who's mysterious and is cool and thinks he's sexy, not in an arrogant way, but he's very charismatic, but he's not a pursuer, she's going to go after that guy every single time, and she's going to avoid you or make you the friend and just be really nice, right? Say, so I hope you're tracking me here, okay? So, okay, so I totally have her as my girlfriend, but I do not even know how to tell her I like her, so I don't even know how to tell her I like her without throwing baggage on her, okay? So, yeah, you don't want to tell her you like her. That's old school stuff that never did work. So let's just let that go, okay? You're not going to tell her that you like her. If anything, you're going to tell her that she likes you, okay? But we'll get to that. Okay, I do get physical as much as I can. We hug, etc. But it isn't anything too serious. I just don't know what to do, and I feel like if I move on, not having given it a real try, I could be missing out on something special. If you could give me a viable solution, that would be awesome. Okay, so the last part of this is based on scarcity. Okay, you are convinced that this is the only girl on the planet or one of the best, or right? There are millions and millions and millions of women out there for you. Okay, so thinking some girl is special that you aren't even together with yet, right? You have not gone out with her, you're not together with her, so you don't even really know. I mean, you know from maybe your past over communication, you think you know, but the whole thing, I just want to get this across to you. The whole issue here that's causing this whole thing about you being the friend and you not knowing what's going on with her, you know, you used to communicate, now you don't, but she's super excited, you're confused at her signals, what do they all mean? It's all caused by, number one, over communication. Number two, you want something from her. You want her to be your girlfriend. You just said that in here, okay? Now, and you're operating in scarcity. Okay, you might miss, I might miss the opportunity. She might be someone special. If I move on, I'm attached, so you're attached, right? You're very attached to the idea of her as your girlfriend, and she's not your girlfriend, okay? So listen, you're not a bad person or anything, okay? This is just the way that we are brainwashed and socially programmed, unfortunately, to be powerless as a man. And let me tell you, women don't want men like that. Women want powerful men. And when I say powerful, I don't mean arrogant. I don't mean mean, right? Or rude. I mean powerful and charismatic and confident and sexy. Okay? Now, none of these things have to do with looks or how you dress or how much money you have. They are a state of mind, which is what I'm trying to get across to you here. It's a state of mind. But you have to let go of all of this wanting and needing, okay? And you need to focus on having, okay, and creating, which is why I tell you guys to do this inner work. You're right? When you're not out, when you're not on campus, and you're not running into her, you're doing the work at home in front of your mirror. I'm the sexiest guy in the world. All women who are my type, who are X, Y, and Z, always find me interesting and sexy, and they tell me, and then they proposition me, and they tell me they want to be my girlfriend, or whatever it is that you're creating. And just realize that one of the most powerful things that you can understand here is the power of creation, because what I just said to you will probably cause you to resist because you don't have physical evidence, and you feel kind of stupid telling yourself that story that I just recited. But that's the key. Okay? You've heard me in other videos saying that one of the keys to success, one of the biggest keys to success is doing what others won't do and doing it consistently. Well, creating something that doesn't exist outside of the moment that you create it is one of the secrets. And you can create the attraction. You can create your sexy vibe. You can create that all women who are of a certain type that you are attracted to, that are your type, are attracted to you. And so they do X, Y, and Z. They take action and they say something to you and they do something. And that's it. And then all you do is show up in life, everywhere you show up as this guy. Okay, so I hope I'm being very clear here. Okay, so it's not bad, your way of thinking. Okay, so don't feel bad about it. This is what we're taught. But this is what doesn't work. Okay, and I know a lot of other people, teach you to do that, but it doesn't work long term. Okay, it doesn't. Okay, and now listen, here's a caveat, okay? For those of you who are saying, well, I know people that it's worked for who have a girlfriend or who are married or whatever. Yeah, but you know what? The men have no power, and the women have all the power, and they don't even want it. Do you know who initiates most divorces? Women. 2/3 of divorces are initiated by women because we have convinced them also that they need to take men's power and they need to be in relationships and be married no matter what, with no matter who, just because society says that you have to be or else you're weird. Okay? So this is a much bigger discussion, but you see what I'm saying, hopefully? You've got to give up this attachment, give up this fear, give up scarcity. Okay? Give up wanting and needing and just be the sexy guy who women want. And then you won't have these issues, okay? You won't have them. So anyway, listen, I know I'm kind of going on and on about this, but all this stuff was popping into my head and I felt it might be useful to you, okay? So, listen, I hope that helps. Do the inner work. And then don't worry about it. Let it go. Just be the guy. And don't worry. And the moment that you let go, what you might find out is that she comes after you because she's like, wait a second. I'm not guaranteeing this, but, wow, this vibe has changed. Something changed about him. He's really sexy now. He's charismatic. He has self-confidence. He doesn't need or want me. Wow, I want some, right? I want some of that. Okay, that's where it begins. Okay, so anyway, listen, that's what I have to say about it. I hope that helps, and I'll talk to you later.